Gentlemen, how's life right now?
Life is great, man.
Life is great.
Life
You're
is
out on
great.
tour.
Yes.
You're out
we're
on tour and
hardcore.
and you're out on tour for a couple more days here in the United States.
Yes.
Then what?
And we have Halloween at home for one day, and we fly out the next day to Europe.
What's Europe like for you? Because for some bands it's a great experience, other bands it's not so great. What's it like for you guys?
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we've been looking forward to it.
Yeah.
How many times have you been over there?
We've been over there several times. This is our second full-length tour we've done. So we're starting out in Ukraine, and the first 5 days is fly dates. So we're just flying to Ukraine, Russia,
Really?
and then into Milan, Italy.
What kind of troubles does going to Europe give you as opposed to touring around the United States?
Were you trying to say what kind of trouble we're going to
No,
get
no,
in?
I'm just wondering. I mean, it's got to be a little bit more difficult.
You can't find bottled water anywhere. Literally, you can't find bottled water anywhere.
How important is bottled water?
For us,
When you drink carbonated water, you realize how important regular water is.
bottled water. And over there, water is more expensive than beer. Everywhere.
I mean, still water.
Yeah, still water.
Still water.
Trying to find still
it's
water.
so difficult
Everything's
to find
bubbly.
water.
And you have to ask for still.
How long have you guys been doing this?
7 years, 8 years.
How has it changed in 8 years?
Well, we
The
got
bands-
rid of 2
a lot
drummers.
Bands we've toured with have changed.
The bands you've toured with have changed
Yeah,
now.
Some have come and gone. Others are not touring it anymore. I mean, it's been steady for us. We've been lucky. We've managed to sell a lot of records.
I was going to say, when you say bands have come and gone, what's allowed you to stay? I got to turn them up? Okay. When bands have come and gone, what's allowed you guys to stay?
We've just been blessed to make enough money to pay our bills. You know, I think bands that are falling off are bands that are not being able to tour anymore. It's expensive to tour, and people aren't buying records like they used to. So bands aren't going to survive much longer. At this rate. And we've been fortunate enough to sell records and get on some great tours, and we're really smart with our money. So.
And when we first started out, some of us weren't married. Some of us are married now. Some of us have kids now.
That's got to change
So
the
we're
whole
all
entire
family
dynamic
guys.
of it all.
We have our kids work in sweatshops, so it pays the bills.
Kids work in
That doesn't
sweatshops.
change
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys got guitars and the drum here. What song do you want to do for us? And as you get ready to go into it, tell us about it.
We'll do "Perfect Life." It was the first single on our new record release.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
When you wrote it, tell us how the song came about and,
We were
and everything.
we were standing on. We did a record with Howard Benson in L.A. and he tracks all the vocals at his house. We were standing on the balcony in his bedroom, overlooking, and you could see Kim Kardashian's house, and it just, everybody's trying to keep up with the Kardashians. It's like, well, that's BS. We don't want to live that kind of life. We don't need that kind of life to be happy. So we wrote a song about, be happy with the life that you have, and you have every ability, to improve upon that. But, being happy with your own life is the perfect life.
Very nice. Here is Red.
That you're something special. All the lies that you hide behind, I see right through you, see right through you. Painted on, cover every inch. Any flaw will expose your weakness. I'm immune to your fantasy. I won't become you, won't become you. You want a perfect, perfect life. Nothing wrong, nothing real inside. All I see is a perfect lie. I don't want your perfect life. I don't want your perfect life. So keep the dream with no consequence. You damage me just to feed your senses. All you're fake for reality. I see right through you, see right through you. Take your pride, take your vanity. I can't just see that your ego's become you, won't become you. You want a perfect, perfect life. Nothing wrong, nothing real inside. All I see is a perfect life. I don't want your perfect life. I don't want your perfect life. I don't want your perfect life. My eyes are wide open. See the enemy, the hypocrisy. Your cover is fading. The secrets pouring out, castles falling down. There's nothing to hide behind. I know who I am inside. Perfectly broken. You want a perfect, perfect life. Nothing wrong, nothing real inside. All I see is an empty life. I don't want your perfect 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 life. The perfect life.
Let's hear it for him. You guys can applaud over there. That is Red. When you're putting together a song, how do you know when you got something good?
Just feels good. Just feels right. I guess that's kind of the easiest way to, just kind of judge. You do it for a living and you make music. You just know what sucks and knows what just feels right. I think each band is different. There's bands that with their music they feel like is right. They put it out. And we may not agree with it as fans or even other artists. But when we make our records, if it feels good to us and it makes us, the music does for us what we need it to do. That's when it's good.
When you say, what do you need it to do? What do you need it to do?
It needs to inspire us. It needs to keep us doing what we're doing. It needs to motivate us in a way that, because a lot of the stuff that we write about is motivational because it gives us a chance to vent the issues and the struggles and the things that we go through. So, and it helps us also lend ourselves, those struggles to our listeners, and then through that music. And if it's doing that job, then we're doing our job. So,
when you're writing a song and putting together a song, can you worry about what your fans will think about it? Or do you just have to prove it to yourself and then go?
There's a fine line I think you walk as a band. You definitely want your listeners to engage, have that connection. But, as artists...
If we ran around trying to impress everybody, we wouldn't be...
You'd never... it's just it's a losing battle.
You can't do it.
An artist is going to walk up to a canvas and he's going to paint what's in his heart, what's in his mind, and that's just the way and he's going to put it out there for people to... ultimately judge. I think one of the quotes that we love the most is that the courageous thing that you can do is put yourself out there creatively to be judged, and it couldn't be further from the truth.
We're in a business where people get told no a lot. No, that you're not right here. You're not right here. Coming through, how many times were you guys told no, no, no?
Well, we lift a lot of weights.
That never happened though.
We lift a lot of weights, so nobody tells us no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Our career, our trajectory as a band, was really different from a lot of bands. We didn't start out on the road. We were in the studio and making a record. We were actually making our own EP. And when we finished those 4 songs, we took them to the guy that produced our first record, and he was like, "I want to work with this. I want to do something with you guys." So he took it to a guy at a label, and the guy's like, "Who are these guys? Where did they come from?" And a week later, we were in the label's president's office, and he said, "What do you guys want?" He's like, "I want this project." And we were just like, so they gave us the money to make the record, and we made it and started touring. So
we want $10
million. We weren't told no.
$10 million.
So we weren't told no from the very start. It was really cool. We did our showcases here and there for upstreaming and stuff like that. But for a lot of bands, go through that. They're touring. They're on the road all the time. And then they don't have a manager, they don't have a label, they don't have any money, and they're trying to be in front of someone that's going to, ultimately give them a shot, to make it big time. And we just, we were pretty fortunate and lucky to have that happen to us.
That being said, as a band, have you experienced failure?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you describe it?
You mean like at a live show or
wherever? I mean, when I say experience
just
failure,
on this
what
tour,
is it?
we were in West Virginia. Went on stage, and started the first song, and the power went out on the stage right. Lost all the guitars, so we had to walk off stage. And Joe started the show with the drum solo, which is pretty embarrassing. Go back out, start another song, get all the way to the end of the song.
His drum solo is awesome.
Yeah, but
Don't get me wrong.
it's like, here guys, here we are. Here's our drummer. kind of thing. No. So we go back out and we start another song. We get to all the way to the end of that song. Power goes out again. We're like, so we walk off stage again, come back out 10 minutes later. We've got 10 minutes left in our set. We've only played a song and a half. So we're like, what songs are we going to play? So we pick the two we're going to play. We get through the first one, get to the second one, power goes out again.
No, we didn't get through the first one.
Well, we're like, whatever.
We made it to the bridge
Screw
of the
it.
first one.
So we
That
walked
was
off
it.
stage and couldn't finish the show. And
We apologized, and the people in the front row, it was tough.
What,
Never happened
what can
before.
you do though?
you launch
can't.
you
It
launch
was-
your fist into a concrete wall and break your knuckle.
Really? It meant that much to you
Yeah.
that you did
It
it.
means
Oh, yeah.
that much to us.
I mean, we
yeah.
travel eight hours. It's $1,000 to fill up a tank of gas on a bus, and we travel there. We're there for our fans. We don't do this, just for ourselves. And it's frustrating to walk into that situation and not be able to perform. And a lot of there's the idiots that are like, well, you guys screwed us. We got paid $26 for this ticket, and you guys just quit. And we're like, we tried to do the show 3 times, kind of thing. And so you deal with those frustrations, but it's just tough for us because this is what we do for a living, and when we can't do it, because of a power issue, it's really frustrating. So
What's the biggest misconception people might have about the life you lead?
that it's glamorous, that it's all fun and games. It really is. There's a lot of great things.
can be
about it.
glamorous.
There's a lot of great things about it. We get to do some cool things, but most of the time you're sitting on a bus in a parking lot, all day long, waiting to play, and that's when we get to have fun, is when we go on stage. But
I think the coolest thing about being in this band is that I've known the twins for 26 years. So it's like I get to hang out with my friends
yeah.
that I've known for so long, since high school.
I think the biggest one too.
And
is,
yeah, see, Anthony's cheering up a little bit.
The biggest one too
That's
is that
pretty
we're all rich and famous, and that's not the way it is anymore. Bands don't make the kind of money they used to make, and we're blue collar. We're out here doing our thing, and trying to keep our heads afloat just like everybody else.
Have you ever done it for $1? Do you do it? You've never done it for $1, I would suspect.
We've played free shows before.
But I mean, you don't go out here and do this for money.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Oh no! I mean,
I see what you're saying.
that's
your
a bonus.
motivation.
No. That's a bonus. I mean, if we, we get to the end of our career and we're not, we're definitely not going to be making the money that we're making right now, show wise. We're gonna, as long as it's doing for us what we want it to do when we first started this, we'll keep doing it. And we tell our fans, as long as they're buying our records and we're inspiring them, encouraging, and they're coming to our shows and they're buying our records, we're going to be out here doing.
Yeah, man,
this.
we're like everybody else, man. We just want to support our family.
I'm going to let you guys ask some questions. If you have any questions, I'm going to have them play another song. Anybody going to think about some questions you might want to ask them? You guys okay if they ask you some questions?
sure.
All right, what song are you going to play now? What do you got for us?
This is a ballad off the new record. It's called "Hold Me Now."
Here's Red.
Fall asleep to dreams of foam, where the waves are crashing. The only place I've ever known. Now the future has me. I see the fire in the sky, see it all around me. I said the past is dead, the life I had is gone. I said I won't give up until I see the sun. Hold me now until the fear is leaving. I am barely breathing. Waking up and letting go to the sound of angels. And my life is just a ghost, haunted by my sorrows. Hope is slipping through my hands. Gravity is taking hold. I said I'm not afraid, that I am brave enough. I will not give up until I see the sun. Hold me now till the fear is leaving. I am barely breathing. catch me. As I burn, as I break, I can't take it anymore. I'll return to the place where the water covers over everything. Rescue me somehow. Hold me now. Till the fear is leaving, I am barely breathing, crying out. These tired wings are falling. I need you to catch me. Hold me now till the fear is leaving. I am barely breathing.
There's Red. Who's got a question for him? Anybody want to ask a question? Or is it just me here? Go ahead.
I just want to know what's your guys' favorite band or who you enjoy playing with the most?
We're our favorite band.
That's a joke. That's a joke. You'd be surprised, like some of the stuff we listen to is. I mean, we definitely like all the hardcore bands that you know, like Seven Dust that we've toured with, Papa Roach, bands like that. But you know, like I'm a huge fan of Muse. I know they're not in the active rock scene, but they're like one of my favorite bands.
But I mean, there's a ton out there you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
love, and it's going to influence you and take you in different directions. Have you heard a band since you guys have been a band that has maybe inspired you to go into a different direction with your music?
Honestly, no.
Frank Sinatra.
No, I mean we draw, you know, ideas and things from, you know, classical composers and things like that, and movie scorers and things like that. But as far as a new rock band that's come up, and you know, we don't. I mean, I can't think of anybody that's come out.
Well, do you even get to
No.
see bands that much?
I mean, when we tour, yeah, of course, but you know, we don't get to go to live shows, you know, very often. When we're home, you know, I'll take my wife to see John Mayer or something, but you know, like I'm not gonna go take my wife to see Seven Dust. You know, I see those guys all the time, and you know, that's not her thing, so that's my thing and whatever. But I mean, when we're on tour, you know, we're seeing bands every night. You know, local bands or the bands that we're on tour with, but.
I mean, we grew up like I said, me and the twins. We grew up together, and we were in high school together. Like we were in, you know, concert choir, and we're all kinds of musical activities that we did when we were growing up. And like Randy said, it's very classical. You know, like the first 3 records, especially with a lot of strings and stuff. Like that's just where like my heart is. Like I just want something that's gonna move you.
When a kid comes up to you and says, "Hey, I want to do this. I would love to do this. I would love to do what you guys do," what kind of advice do you give them?
Good luck. Like I said, it's tough, man. It's just like anything else. There's politics involved in everything that we do. You know, getting on tours and you know, but the cream always rises to the top. You know, our best advice is to do 3 things: is to write, record, and tour. And if you really want to be a musician and be on the road, and you know, you got to be willing to give it all up. You got to be willing to give up your family, your friends, everything, and go live on the road.
There's nothing we can tell them to prepare them for what they're going to experience if they're going to want to be on a van or trailer or bus and tour. It's just there's nothing we can tell them. It's just you literally have to experience it. Whether you're going to be able to do it or not.
Yeah. The most unglamorous thing about what we do is leaving our family behind 250 days a year. You know, we don't get to be with our kids and our wives and things like that.
How tough? I mean, that's just got to be brutal.
It's tough, but it's the choice that we make. It's, you know, we live and die by the choices you make, and you know, and they support us fully. And you know, when we are home, it just makes that time all that much sweeter. But you know, like I said, you know, we're day to day, we're just living the dream, one parking lot at a time. You know.
Anybody else got any other questions? You want to? Here, hang on a second.
Come on, man.
My knees just don't want to work anymore. Yeah, let me get over here. I don't even know if you can hear this microphone anymore, but go ahead.
You guys said you went to high school together?
Yeah.
When did you guys actually first start playing together, like in the garage?
Like 10th grade or
when you
something?
did,
10th grade?
10th
When you
grade.
did, So when in high school, you guys had a favorite band that you maybe wanted to play like.
Yeah, you had.
I mean,
We
back
started
then it was
covering
like
songs.
Nirvana.
Yeah.
It's like that was a huge band back
Yeah,
in the
we
day.
covered songs for the most part. We didn't write our own original music until we got into college. We started writing our own stuff.
Band has a favorite band that they want to play like.
Mhm.
You said Nirvana was.
You remember the band Jar? Do you remember the band Jars of Clay?
Yes.
They had that song "Flood" that was huge. That was one of the bands where like we want to be an acoustic band that has more of an edge to it. We want to do kind of what they were doing, but be more of an edge. And we did that a little bit through college, just back when Dave Matthews was really big, and he's still big, but I mean, like he was just like Dave Matthews is the quintessential college band. Everybody goes see Dave, and so we were like, we want to do something like that. But then when we moved to Nashville and stuff, we really started getting into like Linkin Park and Chevelle
And I was always a screamer.
Yeah.
Like, because we ran cross country together in high school, and I was always like,
What was your best
screaming.
time cross country wise?
The best time for 3.1 was 18 minutes. Fastest miles 5.
Anybody want to go run? She's like, do you still run today?
I do actually. I did the Nashville Marathon this year. So
26.2 miles.
2 miles, and I did it under 4 hours. So.
What was life like the next day? What was life like the next day?
Well, we did a show.
I was tired the next day.
We played a show the next day, and I ran 4 miles that day as well.
No kidding. Or do you plan on running another marathon soon?
Actually, I'm thinking about getting a bike. My grandfather passed away this past year, and my dad is going to give me some money from his grandfather's inheritance to give me money to buy this bike that I'm looking to buy, and it's a road bike because I want to. The next thing, my next goal, I guess, in life is I want to do a triathlon. Well, I want to do a triathlon, but dedicated to my grandfather.
Business.
They make you run next to the bus on tour.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to start with a mini triathlon, not the full Ironman.
Three of us, we did everything together in high school. We ran cross country together. We did everything together. We were in band together. Like
we were in marching band.
We were the uncool band geeks.
We were the geeks.
Who's laughing now?
We're around the country, and you're getting ready to go to Europe.
Yeah.
We got one more song. You guys got one more song in it for us?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do another one.
What would you like to play?
We'll do the one that put us on the map. It was our first single ever. It's called "Breathe Into Me."
Here's Red.
This is how it feels when I ignore the words you spoke to me. And this is who I am when I finally hit the ground. And this is who I am when I pretend I don't feel.
What am I doing? I didn't hear what you did. I was concentrating. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Words started blending together.
Hey, ask us the question again about what the embarrassing and failure was.
No, I kid you not. I saw Nickelback go on stage one time in front of, it was a sold-out show at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, and they started this song. The 2 guitars out of the 3 were in the wrong tuning.
Who?
Nickelback.
Oh yeah.
And they went through the first chorus, and they're like, stop. Sat there and made fun of themselves for a minute. Started again. Did the exact same thing again. They're like, screw it. We're going to a different song. It happens.
It's bad.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens.
I'm trying to think. Like now I'm blanking.
Let's make it worse on you. We're singing.
Sure, we can do Lost. We can do Lost.
I gotta do a different tuning.
We play Breathe every night.
I know. That's why it's so annoying.
I can tune it real fast. Do we have time to tune it?
Yeah.
Did you breathe all the time?
Okay, we're not going to do the song that put us on the map.
You've heard that tonight.
Hey, you guys coming to the show tonight?
That's a teaser for tonight.
Yes, we.
Watch me break a string. That would just be icing on the cake. Trust the iPhone tuners works good.
Is the iPhone tuner good?
It's excellent. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Surprisingly.
That was close.
There's your house moving. There's a retaining wall that's about to fall down right here. Seriously.
It's gonna fall.
Yeah. That's yeah. I'm plunging that a bit.
I feel safe now.
Alright.
Got it. I think so. Ready? Start it? Yep. You can count me if you want.
I don't really want to.
You don't want to.
Can I be dreaming once again? I'm reaching helpless, I descend. You lead me deeper through this maze. Not afraid, I'm lost in you. Everywhere I run, everywhere I turn, finding something new. Lost in you, something I can't fight, or I cannot escape, or I can spend my life lost in you. Lost in you. Your whispers fill these empty halls. I'm searching for you as you call. I'm racing, chasing after you. I need you more. I'm lost in you. Everywhere I run, everywhere I turn, I'm finding something new. I'm lost in you. Something I can't fight, I cannot escape, I can spend my life. I'm lost in you. I could never be the same as something that I never could erase. I could never look away. I've lost myself in you. It's so
gonna come back in on the bridge.
Now you guys know why we enjoy it so much when bands come in and play. It's pretty cool. Guys, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy your show tonight. Enjoy Europe.
Thank you.
Oh, we will.
Thanks for having us.
There you go. Some guys from Red hanging out. You guys want some pictures or something? Phil, you guys okay with that? Hang out and grab some pizza if you want. If you want pizza, you probably have enough pizza. Who's a vegetarian?
We call them vegetarians.